He stopped to brush my sweat-slicked hair from my face. I'm not done yet. My legs. My arms. Oh no! Did you turn me into a plant? Am I in a pot right now? Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and today I think I should finally finish up all of Lawrence's endings in Boyfriend to Death 2. Lawrence! So the walkthrough says I must firmly refuse the tea. I certainly wasn't going to drink any tea this guy gave to me. I'm not going to drink anything. He visibly tensed up. I won't make you sleep. Good, He gave up on talking, threw his sweater and shirt off, and climbed into his bed. You're awful, trusting that I'm not going to, make a bunch of noise or something while you're trying to sleep during the day. Alright, so use the bathroom, lock the door, give up quickly. I sat there in shock, breathing hard. I barely noticed him moving until he placed a large metal bucket in front of me. What's that? I need to get your blood out. What? It won't hurt. I've got some medicine. Drugs, I guess. Just some tea. I told you I don't want any of your tea. And you won't feel a thing. Well, it says to say no way and to pull away. I'm not drinking anything you give me. I pushed away from him as hard as I could in the chair. Well, fine. I guess it doesn't matter if it hurts. I'm really getting on his nerves in this one. He held the knife he cut my tape with, turning it over a bit. I was watching the blade when he gripped my wrist tightly. Why are you doing this? What do you get out of this? Are you trying to, help me see the river, or is this some sort of experiment? Why are you doing this? Pull away. I don't want you to do this, buddy. I jerked my wrist away from him. Stop! Don't! He tightened his grip and spoke in a quiet tone, dripping with threat. Don't fight me, Espoir. Keep fighting you. Got it. Your path. I'm guiding it now. Do you understand? I looked back at him, unable to find my words. I was shocked at his sudden change in demeanor. He lowered the knife back to my skin. Well, the walkthrough says for me to scream, and since that's the last choice, I guess it's the last scream I'm ever gonna scrump. His thing went down so fast. Oh, he's mad. He's gonna lose it. I screamed as loud as I could. Maybe someone would hear me before... His hand clamped around my throat with so much force that the chair almost tipped backwards. For a moment, we were both still and silent. I heard a muted thumping from above, accompanied by the muffled voice of an older man upstairs. Shut the fluff up! Trying to watch MASH! Lawrence's hand was still on my neck. Sorry, Mr. Davidson. It won't happen again. His grip tightened. Aye, well, there goes my health. I was beginning to see spots. Will it? It's gonna happen again, partner! I would be such a nuisance of a hostage. I tried to shake my head, even though I could barely move it. With one last warning squeeze, he let go of me. I wheezed and coughed, trying to suck in air quickly. I guess we can't do this the slow way. He kicked the bucket closer to the chair, between my legs. You're just too much of a problem, aren't you? Yeah. He grabbed the back of the chair and tilted me forward, over the bucket. The chair creaked from being on only two legs. I let out a frightened whimper. What? He flipped the knife in his hand and suddenly slammed it between my ribs. I tried to scream from the pain, but I only made a croaked gurgle. He held the chair as I shook, and I looked up at him in shock. He tore the knife sideways and yanked it out from my flesh. How rude! My horrified gaze sank downward, to the slow river of red seeping down my chest, between my legs and dripping into the bucket. I finally managed to cough, but it was just more blood. It couldn't work on my lungs. Fuzzily, I thought to myself, that's probably for the best. All right, Lawrence bled you out. All right, fine. Ooh, you're lucky I didn't have the option to scream some more. Okay, so this ending is called Lawrence Buried You, and in order to get it, I do all the same thing that I did in the other ending, but I do accept the tea, and we kind of, become friends for a little bit. So, I guess instead of stabbing me in the ribs right off the bat, he's just gonna pull me in the ground. I tried to shake my head, even though I could barely move it, 'cause I screamed. With one last warning squeeze, he let go of me. I wheezed and coughed, trying to suck in air quickly. I couldn't think. My vision wavered for a moment. Oh geez, my sanity is gone. Keeping you here isn't working. I gulped, watching him. He seemed to be thinking hard. Would you like to leave this place? You gonna let me go? I don't think he's gonna let me go because this ending is called that he buried you. I wanted to answer, but I couldn't think. I couldn't. Ugh. My sanity! I tried to move. Opening my eyes was a mistake. Everything's moving. I thought I recognized the rumble of a car's engine, but I couldn't focus. I woke up from the feeling of something cold hitting me. I was laying somewhere cold. My head hurts. Shink. Something hit me again, or fell on me. I tried to open my eyes more. Clear my head. Dirt. I sure do hope I'm not being buried alive. I'm outside. Shk. Oh, why? Oh, God. This is my nightmare. Not as bad as my other nightmares, but this is my, other nightmare.
What for you bury me in the cold, cold ground?
He's burying me. I began to panic, trying to move my muscles. You're not going to give me a box or anything? Worst burying alive service ever. I began to panic, trying to move my muscles. I could barely move. My head. I strained, fear for my life driving me to move my limbs slightly. I grunted from the massive effort it took just to move my arm. Oh no, he's gonna turn me into fertilizer! I froze in fear. Are you awake? I closed my eyes and laid still. Maybe he won't... No, My eyes shut open as the wind was knocked out of me. He jumped down into the hole on top of me. How dare you? I coughed and tried to plead for my life, but he stomped on my chest before I could get anything meaningful out. You're an endless fountain of problems. I like that title. Espoir. Endless fountain of problems. Lifted the shovel. What you gonna do with that shovel? And brought it down on my neck. Oh, that's what he's gonna do with that shovel. Rude! Lawrence buried you. Well, he also decapitated me. Okay, so this next ending is called You Took Law's Place. And it involves clicking on Ren's little baby tail. Boop. Oh, he's so cute. Ma'am, I am an adult. He's still so cute. Hey, buddy, where am I? You're safe and sound at my house. It burns me up that Straight had a house this nice. Like, you mean instead of putting a drill in my foot, we could have came upstairs and, had a nice time and watched Centaur World together? By the way, Ren, what's in your freezer? Heh. Aw. It's even worse that Ren misses Strayed. I don't want to get too spoiled on Ren's story, but goodness. Poor sweet baby who turns into a poor sweet baby man. There's hair in my eye. Anyway, now that you're up, I bet you're feeling hungry. Why don't I make you something to eat? Accept his offer. Oh, I suppose I could stay a bit longer. Aww. Thanks. Hey, buddy, old pal, why am I chained to the wall? Oh, there's no need to be worried, Espoir. I know it seems a little different, but just trust me, okay? We'll be best of friends before you know it. I gulped and reached up to touch the collar around my neck. Ah, that. It's a little hand-me-down. A gift from my new friend. Thank you. I felt that being polite was probably the best option. Well, you're so welcome. He paused and chewed his lip. Although, it's been a pretty long time, and I'm not sure if it still works. Really, it has been a long time. Is this some lore? Works? Now, Ren, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? What does it do? I had a feeling, but I wanted to be wrong. Ah! Quit it! Wow! I gasped raggedly. It felt like I was being punched all over at once. Where did Strayed get that? Did he make that? Is he a handyman too? I hate that. Did he make that? But now, it's completely gone. Looks like it still works fine, huh? 1,000 things went through my head at once. He put some sort of electric collar on me. Where does someone even get something like that? What did he mean by training? Is he crazy enough to kill me? How can I get out of here? And also, why is he so cute? How soft are his ears and tail? Those potatoes are probably done by now, too. He turned and went back into the kitchen. I shrank back onto the couch. I suppose I can take this time to figure out my situation. I shrank into the soft cushions. That chain certainly isn't breaking. Alright, so after I eat and he takes off the collar so that I can eat, the walkthrough says that I'm supposed to attack him! He let out an inhuman growl as he dodged me. No! Stop! I fell to the floor. Quit it! You little gremlin! He was panting softly. Uh-oh. I laid motionless on the ground, letting out half a choked sob. That wasn't a good idea, Espoir. He stood over me. I know, but it was funny, right? I was just trying to show you your bedroom. You going to come nicely now? I don't know, it depends on what the walkthrough says. I focused on the remote in his hand. Yes, okay. Good. Now get up. I had to brace myself on the chair. It still hurt. My muscles were on fire. He held my arm gently and guided me down a short hallway to a door. So, buddy old pal, how long are you planning to keep me here? He stiffened at the question. Just get some rest. We can talk more tomorrow. He slipped out the door and closed it behind him, leaving me in the room. I could hear him walking away, but from what I could tell, he didn't lock it or anything. Okay, so now we get to explore the house. Woohoo! Well, I'm not just gonna stay in here. I tiptoed into the living room where I was chained before. Still no sign of Ren. What is he out doing? I looked around the room at my options. There's stairs to a second floor, another door onto those stairs. Then, of course, there's the kitchen. Maybe there's a weapon there. I looked towards the entranceway. Or I could just make a break for it. No, that's gonna end in me dying. Since I know that's going to end in me dying, I kind of want to see what would happen, so let's try and leave the house. I've got to risk it. I'd be crazy not to. I walked quickly to the front door. About 2 meters from the door, I heard a shrill beep. Uh-oh. I stopped in my tracks. I think it came from my collar. Is that a warning? Approach the door anyway! YOLO! We're gonna save scum! Well, wherever it is, I can't turn back now. I took a few cautious steps forward. Oh, wait, that didn't kill me instantly? My head was buzzing. I struggled to climb back to my feet. I can't do that again. I heard a door open and a loud thump. Ren. Okay, maybe I don't die. Alright, back to our previously scheduled walkthrough. What am I supposed to be doing anyway? Go to the door under the stairs. I stared at the simple-looking door. There was something weird about it. The handle was strange. I turned it and heard a couple of clicks. It's heavy. As I swung the door open, I saw that the other side was thick and metal. What the heck?
Oh, that's scary.
I fumbled for a light switch, and eventually a flickering light revealed stairs into a dark basement. Something about it was making me nervous. As if I've seen this place in a past life or something. Do I go down? Pretty sure I go down. Let's go down. I have to know what's down there. Do ya? Do you really? I stepped down the wooden stairs, creaking softly. It smells musty and coppery. I felt along the wall, looking for another light. There. Oh, is that the freezer? That's a nice deep freezer. I stared at my surroundings. It's nothing like the rest of the home. It feels old and used and lived in. These stains. A shiver crawled up my spine. Everywhere. I gulped and took an involuntary step back. The woodworking tools shone in a sinister way under the artificial basement light. All I could hear was the hum of a small fridge and a large freezer. My gaze locked on the deep freezer. More stains. I approached it. I was filled with an irrational need to open it. Let's open it. I placed my shaking hands on the lid and lifted. It opened with a suctioned crack. My eyes adjusted to the light. Oh no! Aww. God, there's a dude in here that I totally don't know. I stumbled backwards, falling to the floor. More accurately, I peered in and went, "You got knocked the fluff out." Oh, you were talking all that stuff before with your hammer and your drill, but now you're locked in the freezer with your chest all open straight. Seems I have some sort of personal vendetta against Strayed. The lid of the freezer fell with a bang. No. He's a murderer. Don't worry, there's a murderer in there, too. I have to get out of here. I scrambled to my feet and ran up the stairs. I heard a door open and a loud bump. Ren! I looked around quickly. I should get back to the bedroom. I ran as quickly and quietly as I could back to the room he left me in. I closed the door silently, my heart thudding. I don't think he noticed anything. Burns me up that Strayed had a house this nice and he probably didn't even use it. I let out a sigh of relief before pressing my ear to the door. More thumps. Come on. Isn't this what you wanted? Did you have a nice rest? I hoped he couldn't see me sweating. Yeah. Great. Well, come on. I've got everything set up in the spare room. He motioned me over to a door that I had assumed was for a closet. Check it out. I cautiously looked inside the dark room. My eyes adjusted to the darkness.
no.
Well, wait, I forgot. Isn't this ending called I Take Lawrence's Place? What? It was the other guy from the pub. You remember Lawrence? I just stared, astounded. Lawrence was gonna be my new friend. But then you came along. He grinned at the terrified man in the chair. It's weird how quickly things can change, isn't it? He didn't do anything to deserve this. Yet. I looked into the panicked eyes of the man in the chair. I mean, sure, he freaked me out a little after we left the pub, but that's no reason to kill anyone. Ren looked at me dully. I used to think that way once. This has nothing to do with what he deserves. The whole world is unfair, Espoir. You need to understand that to be free. Oh, is that where you had your turning point when you were in Strade's care? And he needs to suffer for us to get what we want. But I don't want this. You need this. He was getting more excited. I know it feels scary at first, but we'll have a bond deeper than you can imagine right now. He looked down at Lawrence. We need blood for that. No, I will not. Ren started to look like he was losing his patience. I won't do it. He held up the remote. No way! I stumbled backward, dropping the knife. He picked it up quickly and turned to Lawrence. Looks like it's your lucky day, Law. Ren cut the gag off of Lawrence's face. Do you want to be the one that leaves this room? Yes. Up. Ren quickly sawed through the zip ties and rope holding Lawrence down, then handed him the knife.
What? Wait.
Lawrence stood up.
Please, Lawrence.
Ren's the one...
Quit it!
I fell backwards, hitting the wall behind me. I'll keep Espoir down. Go ahead. All right. Lawrence loomed over me with the knife. I'll make it quick. I tried one last desperate scramble for the door. You're gonna kill me this way if you keep that up? I sobbed after the shock. I couldn't move. It hurt so much. Oh no! Have I been stabbed? Then I was pinned to the floor by a knife in my back. All I could do was cough weakly and twitch. I knew we'd get along, Law. Oh, they're gonna go off and be best friends now. How good for you. You died. You took Law's place. I guess. Okay, for this last ending, it says you have to name yourself the name of a flower. So I will use my kitty cat's name, Daisy. Today, I am Daisy. My name is Daisy. It's nice to meet you too. That's a really nice name. Okay, so after going to the bathroom and doing nothing suspicious, like just going in there, freshening up, not locking the door, coming out, drinking the numb stuff, put you back in the chair, and then this is happening. My heart was pounding. Was I asleep? It felt like something was at the edge of my mind, but I couldn't remember. I slowly raised my aching head. I tried to move my limbs and found I was fully taped down again. Dang it. He's asleep. I took a few breaths and gathered my thoughts. What should I do? Well, it says to struggle till you're free, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get in bed with that boy. I knew I should probably leave or something, but I looked at him in the bed. He really doesn't look scary like that. The bed is small, but it looks comfortable. I rubbed my aching arms. Something was telling me this was a bad idea. But where have all my good ideas got me anyway? Can Can I touch you? Boop. He stared hard at me. He looked like he was trying to decipher some foreign language. Oh. I woke up with a start. Deja vu. I looked down. Why was I in the chair again? When did he move me? Did last night even happen? Or was it all a cool dream? My head felt so fuzzy. I don't know what to do. There's something about you. Something I can't... Was he shaking? Aww. Everyone I met, I wish they'd just die faster. But you... Have you ever heard of soulmates? I wasn't sure if he wanted a reply. He continued before I had much time to think about it. The idea that there's someone out there meant for you, it's comforting, isn't it? Someone who'd love you, no matter what. I think it's a beautiful fantasy. But fantasies aren't real. You know it doesn't work like that, don't you? People are temporary. Just threads passing each other. There's no force in this world that will hold you close to me. Now that I've met you, I know I need you. And I have to hold you close myself. Oh, don't make this weird, Lawrence. Lawrence, don't, sew me to your body or something. Do you understand? I squirmed in the chair. Something was wrong. This ending is not as grim as the others. He took something from the table. Just one last drink, okay?
Lawrence?
He pressed the cup to my lips and forced the liquid down my throat before I could voice any more protests. The foul taste brought tears to my eyes, and I sputtered and coughed.
Please.
Shh, it's okay. I'll take care of you. Oh no. Wrong. Something's I can't feel my... No, I can feel. It's coming back. Lawrence! Lawrence, what did you do? Don't make this weird. The dull ache advanced on me like a train. It slammed through me. A searing agony flared all over my body. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't scream. Oh no, don't move. He stopped to brush my sweat-slicked hair from my face. I'm not done yet. My legs. My arms. Oh no! Did you turn me into a pencil? Did you turn me into a swizzle stick? Shh. Calm down, okay? More bitter liquid was poured in my mouth. Oh no! Stop! Lawrence! I realized dully that my eyes were open again. There you are. He pet me softly. Lawrence, you got blood all over you, mate. My arms and legs. I couldn't think. I laid in a haze of drugs and faraway pain. It's all right. It's all okay. He kept petting me. Did you turn me into a plant? Am I in a pot right now? I fixed our problem. Blood. Now nothing can take you from me. My arms and legs. And I'll take care of you. They're gone. Not again. I know it's gruesome, but gosh dang it. If I had a nickel for all the times my arms and legs have been taken in a VN, I'd have a bunch of nickels. Quit it. It's inconvenient. How am I supposed to draw if I don't have hands? Forever. You survived. But at what cost? Well, it cost you an arm and a leg! Lawrence kept you with him. Well, that was all of Lawrence's endings, and now I know, well, I don't know if I know everything about Lawrence, but I also know that his story bleeds into Ren's, so... Oh boy. I do want to meet Fox in The Price of Flesh, but I personally would like to experience Ren's story, like, in order, so... Sadly, there's not a little animation here. I was looking forward to that, but oh well, I don't know. This game has enough in it already. But until then, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.